Welcome to the Totally Twisted Tarot. So today's pick a card reading is all about how the universe is trying to connect to you. So pick a pile. We have in the first pile, we have the card of infinity. In the second pile, we have the shamanic tree of life. And in the third pile, we have the spirit guides. So go ahead, make your selection, and let's see what the universe has to say. Okay, starting with pile number one. Pile number one, your card is the infinity symbol. So now the infinity represents the never-ending connection that you have with the spirit world. So it's about your spiritual growth. I'm hearing spiritual awakening. You might be new on the path of spiritual awakening. So this is just about tapping in, learning more, becoming more familiar with your spirituality. So infinity. All right, we're going to start with a couple of tarot cards here. Kind of get the vibe, and then we'll move on from there. All right, so first of all, we have the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles, pentacles are about abundance, materialistic. They're about money, oftentimes, sometimes relationships, but money. And it can symbolizes, the Five of Pentacles can symbolize hardship. It can symbolize lack, some rejection, maybe victim mentality, like lack. I'm hearing lack, like not feeling like you've had enough. So potentially you could have had some struggles financially. Maybe you had some struggles which led to a spiritual awakening of some sort. But let's see what else we have to see as far as our next card. There's hope though. Even though we've got the Five of Pentacles, we follow it up with the Seven of Pentacles. Now, Seven of Pentacles is a much different story. This particular farmer has got a bunch of pentacles growing on this tree. He's abundant. He is evolving. He is, really enjoying the fruits of his labor. He's enjoying his abundance. He's looking forward to what's next. So I get the sense that, finances are certainly improving. So you may have had some hardships, but things may have turned the corner and things are looking brighter as far as your finances go. Next card is the Queen of Pentacles. So definitely things are heading in the right direction when it comes to materialistic abundance. And in particular, again, I'm hearing your financial situation. So that's really good news to go from the Five to the Seven to the Queen. And the Queen represents being resourceful, being trustworthy. She's very nurturing, she's generous, she's caring, she's very warm-hearted. And again, about abundance. Next up, we have the Phoenix. All about rising from the ashes and rediscovering who you are, rebuilding your life. Perhaps you've had something that has just totally destroyed you and has caused you to start over and rebuild your life. Perhaps that particular event led to a spiritual awakening. Perhaps that event was tied to financial hardship. But becoming a phoenix is one of the ways that we rise from the ashes. And even when we have very difficult circumstances that happen to us in our lives, sometimes they happen for our greater good. Sometimes, something that seems very, very negative could be for our growth and for our best interest. So definitely see these two cards as being related. Perhaps you had some negative thing that happened which led you to turn more towards the universe, or led you to maybe ask questions. Maybe you're seeking, what is my purpose? What am I here to do? All right, well, let's see what else we have here. Next up, message direct from the angels. This one says you are a powerful light worker. It is safe for you to be powerful. Your spiritual power brings great blessings. Kind of goes hand in hand with the infinity. Powerful light worker, learning more about how to shine your infinite light. See, we've got surrender. Surrender. I can release the need to control. So if you find yourself in one of these situations that's difficult, release the need for control. Turn to your spirit guides. Turn, meditate, go within. Ask for help. Ask for help if life is kind of going a little bit astray. And next up, we have our dragon of the day. And our dragon of the day is Platinum. Okay? So Platinum was a key dragon in the time of Atlantis. He was the guardian of the temples. As you can see by this particular dragon, that he symbolizes the 7 chakras. He symbolizes balance. When you spend the time and you align and you do your healing and you work with your chakras, you allow in more light and more ability to shine. When you take the time and make sure that you're centered, balanced, grounded, then you open up this door for more abundance within your life. Let's see. Now, the angels also want you to know that one of the ways that they could be communicating with you is the angel of the night sky. So getting out in nature, particularly at night, taking a look at the constellations, taking a look at the northern lights if you're able to see those, getting out in new moons and full moons, just getting out and tapping into nature is one of the things that can help strengthen not only your overall attitude, but your connection, okay? So just getting out there and taking some time and just looking up at the stars. So, we have one tarot card that we missed in our tarot card, but that one is the 7 of Wands. So 7 of Wands is about defiance, standing our ground, struggling to prove ourselves, maybe getting out of this negative situation, prove ourselves, make the positive change, make the change in our mindset, maybe make that change in that career. Perhaps you're in a job that it's just, you don't love it. It's like kind of a drag going to work every day. Perhaps you're in a job where you're just not making enough money to make ends meet. Do not get caught up in that, I hate my job, I hate my job, I hate my job. Get caught up in the how can I find a job I love? So it's the matter of mindset. So if you can get out of this struggle and this, kind of stubbornness, then that's how you tap into your abundance. So one of the things the Spirit is telling me is that you need to take time. So when you're going through these darker phases of life and you're looking to grow and you're looking to learn how to become stronger in your light and you're looking how to tap in and connect, one of the things you have to realize is that you got to be patient with yourself. So being patient with yourself is super, super important. Another thing that I'm getting from another thing that I'm hearing is that one of the ways that Spirit can really talk to you is with angel numbers. I know that oftentimes for me, I'll look at the clock and I'll see 1111, or I'll see 111, 222, 333. All of those angel numbers mean something significant. 111, for example, means that you're like connected, you're tapped in, you're following the universe. It's one of the things that it can symbolize. So not only take your time and be patient with yourself as you're growing, take your time and check those inner thoughts. Oftentimes we beat ourselves up more than anyone else. We're our own worst inner critic. So take the time, realize how far you have come, how much you have grown, and be kind to yourself and look and pay attention to repeating numbers. If you start seeing repeating number patterns, look up what those angel numbers mean, because they can be getting you a message through numbers. Okay? Another card we have is the Angel of Procrastination. Interesting. What I'm hearing here is, how do you spend your time? Are you doing the things that you know that you should be doing? Eating right, exercising, meditating, journaling, giving gratitude, getting in nature, all that good stuff? Or are you spending your time surfing TikTok and watching Netflix? You know, are you spending your time doing the things that are going to lift you up and build you up, or are you wasting time? I think we all waste a considerable amount of time on our electronics, but that's definitely something, like, if you want a better plug-in and you want to, like, gain strength and you know, really kind of level up to the next level, think about how you spend your time. All right, next up we have Archangel Michael. Yeah, Archangel Michael's all about protection. He's preventing us from harm, divine intervention. So he's protecting us from these things. He's taking us through the difficult things in life so that we can have more abundance. He's having us rise above the difficult times in our life so that we can grow in our spirituality and we can grow as a life worker. Or light worker, life worker, same thing. Yeah, it's pretty powerful. And next we have, give us your cares. Okay, this is a message in particular from Archangel Raphael, and he says, I am willing to release any fears to you. Please allow me to completely let go, so that you can fully guide me in this situation. So that's about remembering to call on our spirit guides, our ancestors, our spirit animals, remembering to give thanks and to call on them to help us, particularly if we're having these moments here and here where, you know, things seem like they're difficult and they're not going to get any better. That's when we have to call in our help, our archangels, our ancestors, the elementals, the fairies, the dragons. You're never alone. I know, it's difficult to remember that because sometimes we really do feel alone, but you're never alone. If you spend the time and tap into your spirit guides, you can have that abundance that you seek. And when you do, the last thing that you get is peace. And peace should be the ultimate goal for everyone. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. So take the time, be kind to yourself, focus on improving those thoughts, and you can have abundance, light, and peace. All right, so there you go. That's your pile number 1. Very good. Kind of like that reading. All right, moving on to pile number 2. This is the Shamanic Tree of Life. So I'm picking up some spiritual energy. I'm picking up somebody that could be on the shamanic path. This particular, what I'm hearing is that this might be someone that's a little bit further along on their journey into spirituality. So let's see if that pans out. Okay, hold on just a moment. Let's get our tarot cards here to start us out. All right. So we're going to start out with the 5 of Wands. So the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands can symbolize a minor setback. It can be a disagreement. It can be a frustrating event. Perhaps there's some rivalry or some competition. Perhaps you're having a little bit of a struggles within a relationship. So there's something going on that's kind of got you feeling a little unsettled, okay? And that is when we can take the time and we can tap into our resources and go within and get out into nature and help ground. When we feel like that, we feel that discord, those frustrating events. sometimes it can be, they can suck us in and they can get us to like thinking negatively. But getting out, connecting in nature is one way that you can get rid of some of that stress, is what I'm hearing. Next up, we have the Knight of Wands. So Wands again, fire energy. Okay. Knight. This knight is passionate. He's adventurous. He's accomplished. He's charming. However, he can also be a little insensitive and a little bit inflexible. He's still kind of coming into his power. So he's very, kind of gung-ho, but also, might leap a little bit before he thinks. Okay. So what I'm picking up here is, do be careful if you have this frustrating moment or this setback. Be careful that you attack it in a way where you don't overreact. So, yes. So, be passionate and adventurous and accomplished, but be careful not to be inflexible or insensitive or impetuous. So that's kind of the downside of the Knight. Next up, we have the Chariot. So the Chariot's about willpower, achievement, keeping on track. They want victory. They're determined. So I definitely see that you have mentally what it takes to get through this. There's no doubt in my mind. So this might be just something that is annoying to you right now. I'm hearing potential like a relationship issues. Perhaps it's your romantic partner, it's just a coworker that just drives you crazy. But you have the determination to get through it, and you got the swift action here with the Knight of Wands to get through that. Last up, you got the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is about overflowing with emotion, okay? Knight of Cups loves to be in love with being in love. So Knight of Cups is like sentimental and ideal. And the Knight of Cups, it definitely knows where it is heading. So, kind of very interesting. You definitely have what it takes to overcome any kind of strife or conflict that you have with this Five of Wands. All right, let's see what else we got. Our dragon right now is the Freedom Dragon. Very, very interesting. Definitely kind of getting that this could be some conflict with your career. Perhaps you're stuck in a 9-to-5 job and you just hate going there every day. Perhaps you're looking for the freedom. Maybe you want to start your own business, or you want to go and do what you've always wanted to do, but you're not 100% sure if you can make ends meet or pay those bills. But the Dragon of Freedom is something that you very much crave. Next up, we have relationships. So relationships, I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So you want to get out of the relationships where there's like conflict, and you want to attract the relationships that are for your best good, including the relationship with your spirituality and with yourself. When we start attracting positive relationships and we start letting the right people into our life, we get balance. So balance is all about, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without any judgment. All right. Freedom, relationships, balance. Achievement. Kind of liking the way that is heading so far. But look at that. Do you feel trapped? Again, I'm getting that you might feel trapped in a job that you don't love. This particular card is feeling stuck or not having any options or not being able to forgive. This particular card seems to kind of go hand in hand with maybe what that Five of Cups is pointing to. Feeling trapped, feeling conflict, maybe not knowing how to improve this relationship, or maybe not knowing how to improve how you feel about that job that you don't necessarily love. Let's see what else. The next card we have is stubborn. All right. So stubborn is all about, it can denote perseverance, but it also may be harder to progress. Flexibility, resolve, and growth. Stubborn. So in order to be stubborn, again, I'm hearing that perhaps you know that you need to make a change, but perhaps you're resisting it some way. What you resist persists. So if you do know that there is a change that needs to be made, of course, spend the time and think about it. But, just make sure you don't get to the point where you're just being stubborn. All right, next up, we've got some daydreaming. Head in the clouds, hopes and dreams. Maybe you're daydreaming about that career that can give you this freedom. Maybe you're daydreaming about that career that can give you better work-life balance. You don't want to feel trapped. You're dreaming about something that is better for you. Very, very interesting. I'll move those in frame a little bit more. We got to remember to take the time to recharge. So breathe, let go, clear your mind. Particularly if you find that you're spending a lot of time thinking about I don't like my job, or I don't have enough money, or I'm never gonna get ahead. Take some time and relax and recharge and try to change those thoughts, reframe them. Interesting. All right, we have that the angels are going to be working with you on your health. So part of recharging is self-care. Part of growing and tapping into nature and having more freedom, more balance, more relationships is making sure that we have good health. So getting enough exercise, drinking enough water, we know the drill. We all know what we're supposed to do. But the angel of health it's one of our ways that we can get recharged. We can have our bucket be completely full so that we can have the energy to seek a new opportunity, or we can have the energy to go ahead and really move towards having those better relationships and getting out of the conflict that we have in our life. Angel of solitude. Okay? So that tells me that sometimes when we're on the path of spiritually growing, sometimes we have to go within. Sometimes we have to spend some time in solitude. Now, solitude is very different than being lonely. So when you get to the point where you can enjoy your time alone and you can take that time to grow, take time to do meditation, take time to do yoga, take time to reach out to your friends, take time to do your self-care, take a bath, those kinds of things. They all feed your bucket or feed your cup. We can't give from an empty cup. So we have to take the time and make sure we prioritize our health. We have to take the time and make sure that we have some solitude so that we can truly tap into ourselves and go within so that we can hear the spirit, so we can hear what we're supposed to do. Okay? Perhaps they're bringing an opportunity to us. Maybe they've even given us an opportunity, but we're too stubborn to actually say, yes, I'm going to do that. So it's really quite interesting. So we have inner authority is next, okay? So this is a card from Raphael again, Archangel Raphael, and it says, thank you for supporting me as I take back my power and listen to my intentions, desires, and feelings. So again, I'm hearing about the daydreaming for something better. I keep hearing that it's a better, I keep hearing that it's career related, that you're dreaming of a better career for yourself. Keep dreaming. Don't give up the dream. If you keep dreaming and you keep manifesting and you keep having those positive intentions and thoughts, you can get there. Another way that the angels and the spirit world can talk to you is through children. So children's connection to the spirit world is just pure. Perhaps you have a new addition coming into your life. Perhaps you have small children. But children are definitely a way that the spirit world is going to try to reach you. So spirit, and that's one of the ways that can give you joys and fill you up and have the balance in the relationships that you crave. Last but not least, we have one more card. So that last card is the Archangel Raphael. The healing angel is with you to support you in all of the healing work. So just really understand that if you continue to dream and you continue to seek new opportunities, you recharge, you go ahead and you take the time, work on relationships, work on balance, you can have anything that you want. So this is definitely a very powerful time to manifest. So yeah, really great message for pile number 2. All right. Last but certainly not least, we got pile number 3. And with pile number 3, we have our spirit guides. Love it. So our spirit guide card. So one of the ways the universe can talk to you is through spirit guides. Certainly they can come to you through meditation. They can come to you through journaling, through gratitude. Yeah, as long as you're willing to listen and call them in, you have powerful spirit guides that do want to work with you. All right, let's start out as always with our tarot cards and see what we got cooking for tonight. All right, kind of looking at all 4 of them and just deciding which way I want to put it. We definitely have a tower moment, okay? And with the tower, turmoil, upheaval, sudden change, unexpected challenges. Like with the tower, things fall apart in order for things to fall together. And with the tower moment, sometimes we shake up in order to wake up. Sometimes when we have our tower moments, that's when we need our spirit guides the most. So if you're going through something that just like literally took the sails out of your, took the sails out of your, I don't know. I'm hearing sails and I'm hearing took the wind out of your plans. Just totally derailed everything that you thought you were going to be. That's the time when you have to turn to these guides the most. All right. But guess what? With the Ace of Cups, we have a potential for like a new romance. Yes, or like some kind of deep connection. I'm kind of getting that this tower moment could have been the end of a relationship. If it was the end of a relationship, do not worry. There is something better in your future. So, interesting. We've got the Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands is all about creative ideas, fresh insights. It's kind of like that childlike enthusiasm. So it's rediscovering yourself, discovering what you love, discovering what that inner child used to like love. Yeah. So take some time and realize that even if you had something terrible kind of like suddenly change your life, there's a lot of hope here. Next up, we have the Devil. Now, the Devil is about illusions. It can be about sexual desire. You might feel like you're living a lie. I almost feel like the Devil needs to go next to the Tower here, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like these 2 cards are definitely related. So the Devil can be about obsessive thoughts. It can be about, just kind of you being your own worst enemy. So if you did have a breakup and you find that you're just constantly thinking about this person, you can't get them out of your thoughts, maybe you're having fantasies about them, you can't understand why it ended, do not worry. There is something way, way, way better coming your way. All right? Let's see how else the universe wants to communicate with us right now. All right, they want us to know that there is a twin flame. Okay, so you have a twin flame connection here. The answer to your question involves a spiritually based romantic relationship. Potentially, you had a relationship and maybe this relationship was not someone that was helping you grow. Maybe it was someone that was not helping to support you. However, with that Ace of Cups, the potential for new relationships, I definitely see that there could be like a soulmate connection, divine feminine, divine masculine, twin flame kind of relationships. Now, twin flames, not always positive, because in order for two twin flames to come together and really have a healthy relationship, they both have to be healed. And I know that I met my twin flame, and my twin flame was not willing to grow and heal. So I had to part ways with my twin flame, which is by far one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in my life. However, if you meet your twin flame, you're both on the path to spiritually grow. It can be the most beautiful union and partnership that is possible. Perhaps maybe you met your twin flame and then you realized that they're not healing and growing. And that was the tower moment that led to, that. So it is potential that this twin flame can go with your new relationship, or it could be that this twin flame could have been a relationship that you realize that you're with your twin flame. However, you can't be together because he or she has some healing that needs to do. Let's see if we can get some more information on that. All right, so one of the angels wants you to know that you need to be determined. Angel of determination. I'm getting hard work. I'm getting keeping your eye on the prize. I'm getting you're going to be going through a big period of growth. One of the things that the angels want you to know is you have to take and make sure you make your self-care a priority. And this card says stretching. Okay? Yoga. I'm hearing yoga, big time stretching. Archangel Raphael says that we need to stay motivated and take excellent care of our body. So stretching. If you find that you're working too hard, perhaps you had a relationship end and you're handling it by diving into your work, you gotta take time to get out, get your body moving, stretch. Okay. If you're finding that you're having back pain or neck pain or just pain in general, that can be an indication that you need to move more. Okay. Next up, we have family. So family is about blood ties. Family is about our inner circle. If you are seeking that relationship, that new relationship, I definitely see potential for a family here, which is wonderful news. Now, a couple things you need to worry about or kind of keep your eyes on is denial. Okay, so with denial, I acknowledge my fear and I replace it with insight and awareness. So perhaps you came out of a relationship and you feel like I will never find anyone else. I'm always going to be alone. Maybe you're kind of having those ruminating, negative death spiral kind of thoughts. Keep in mind that with denial, maybe you're even picking up that you could be turning to things like not positive, like drinking or, that kind of thing to kind of hide your pain. So just be true to yourself and realize that denial is about acknowledging your fear. And one of the things that we can be afraid of is failure. So failure Failures, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So we can make mistakes. Maybe potentially the Tower moment and the Devil here, maybe that was a mistake you made. Maybe you're struggling a little bit to forgive yourself. Maybe you damaged a relationship and led to a breakup. Yeah, but do not worry, do not be afraid, and do not be worried about failure, because there is a lot of hope for you here in the future. We also have longing. So again, this just really speaks breakup for some reason to me. Hopefully this resonates with you. If it doesn't, take what resonates, leave the rest. Longing, I'm missing you, I want to talk, I want a reunion, I want to get back together. So if this Tower moment was some kind of breakup, potentially it was with someone that you thought could potentially be your twin flame. Perhaps you're missing them. Perhaps you're in denial about why it broke up. Perhaps you're beating yourself up because you feel like you failed in the relationship. Take heed. Be patient with yourself. Give yourself time. Is that really the right person, or is there somebody else that the universe has that's way, way better for you? We also get shadow dance. So one of the ways that Spirit is saying is that you can dance. Again, move with the stretch. Dance, movement, fluidity, open. Make sure you have that self-care. Make sure you're taking care of your body. Eating right, drinking water, getting your exercise, getting out in nature. All of those kinds of things can help you if you find that you're kind of still caught up in negative thoughts about the Tower moment. But keep in mind that even if this was a relationship that ended, you can't stop thinking about them. There's a lot of hope for what else is out there. All right, well, that's a good one. Let's see here. The Angel of Tranquility, okay? So as we take that time and we work on our self-care, we talk to our spirit guides, we work on our growth, we take care of our body by getting a movement, we will have tranquility, and we will also have peace. So we just need to take, and remember that when we're feeling or maybe beating ourselves up or for failure, or maybe when we're stuck in the denial about, I can't believe that this opportunity or this relationship ended. When we could get out of that cycle of negative thinking and ruminating and kind of beating ourselves up, and we can turn to our spirit guides and we can do the self-care and the healing, that's when we can truly have tranquility and we can truly, truly experience peace. And let me tell you, there is no better thing in life than love and peace. So, and with peace, the number one way that you can achieve peace is by getting rid of any toxic people in your life. Not always easy to do. Sometimes they're married to you, sometimes they're related to you, sometimes they work with you. But the more, you could protect your energy and stay away from the toxic people, the more peace that you can have. Now, with the spirit world, they would also let you know that you can have abundance. Again, manifest that. Manifest that. If you had a breakup and you still feel like you're really going through a lot of the pain of the breakup, take heed on thinking about your better future, not your shitty past. So think that things will get better. I'm going to have peace. I'm going to have abundance. I'm going to have tranquility. Very, very positive. And last but not least, the last card of your reading is the Bag of Marbles. It's one of my favorite tarot cards or oracle cards of all time. This Bag of Marbles is about just realizing that we all have a million things to do during the day. We got to take the laundry out, we got to take the dog out, we got to go to the vet, we got to go to the dentist, blah, blah, blah. The list goes on and on. Just remember not to get caught up too much in the details, not to take yourself too seriously. to go easy on yourself and be kind to yourself, because when you're kind to yourself, you work on your healing, you make talking to your spirit guides, and you make your self-care important. You will have tranquility, peace, and abundance. So thank you so much. If you've enjoyed this, please make a comment and let me know what you thought about your reading, and like and subscribe and share the word. Definitely love doing this and would like to continue to do it some more. So very good, and thanks for joining us. Talk to you soon.